All these sorts of things which we think that they are going to beautify the British culture, we are there to offer it. No more, no less than that.
Sharia family law provokes strong resistance, yet the City of London has opened its arms to welcome Sharia finance. The British government's already changed legislation to attract more international investment. A financial conference with a difference.
Is not allowed by Sharia.
Some of the world's top bankers are listening to a panel, not of business experts, but of Islamic religious scholars from across the globe.
The main thing is that Sharia stands for ethical values.
These men have influence over transactions worth billions of pounds. London's the main hub for Sharia finance in the Western world. That's why top bankers and Islamic scholars meet here. After the global crisis in conventional banking, many now see a golden opportunity for the Islamic way of doing business. In Western finance, when you go to the bank and deposit money, the bank takes it and, after a period of time, pays you a proportion of it in interest. Under Islamic rules, this paying and receiving of interest, or riba, is not allowed.
Sharing the risk and sharing the profit.
The banning of riba was designed to prevent loan sharks. For centuries, Sharia used to regulate business in the Muslim world.
The small book like Quran were able to muster an international trade, an international civilization which spanned from Indonesia to Morocco. And the international trade was all regulated and run by the ethical standards of the Sharia at that time. For 1,000 years or maybe 1,200 years, and this is a long time. Only the modern technological era, the modern era has seen the decline of the Sharia application because of historical reasons, but now it is bouncing back.
With kids growing up in Britain?
No, of course not. I want children to be challenged.
Many Muslims opt out of what they see as the unethical parts of Western finance, like mortgages.
At the moment, I'm renting my home. And one of the reasons why I'm doing that is because I don't find there's a product on the market which is in compliance with my faith. For instance, if you look at the word mortgage, Latin, the grip of death, mortgage, I mean, just the concept itself implies exploitation of consumers.
The growing enthusiasm for Islamic finance has led to many high street banks offering Sharia-compliant services. This is the Islamic Bank of Britain, where depositors get a share of the profits rather than interest. A year ago, they developed special home purchase loans. The most common form works like this. When a couple wants to buy a house, instead of borrowing the money, the Islamic bank buys 80% of the house for them. The couple puts down a deposit for the rest and then pays the bank rent and regular portions of the capital. During the fixed period, ownership gradually passes to the buyer. If the borrower loses his job and defaults on the payments, under Sharia it's very difficult for the family to be thrown out of their home. But what about the big commercial deals? This is the old Chelsea barracks. The land's been bought by the Qatari government for almost £1 billion, the most expensive residential plot to be sold in the UK. The whole financial transaction was structured according to Sharia principles. The lawyers at Norton Rose, who drew up the contracts, say London's position's been boosted since 9/11.
It was really September the 11th that made being a